The robber set up a sniper rifle, loaded 2 high-explosive armor-piercing rounds, then hid in a sandpit waiting for the armored truck to appear. Sure enough, before long, an armored truck emerged in the distance. The 2 guards inside quickly sensed something was wrong. The road ahead was completely blocked by a pile of sand. The driver immediately adjusted the controls, using the onboard cameras to scan the surroundings, but he detected nothing unusual, so he hit the gas trying to push through. But the moment the armored truck rolled onto the sand, the tires sank in. The driver, sweating profusely, frantically worked the controls trying to break free, but the tires were completely stuck in the sand. Just then, the sniper locked onto the armored truck's tires. After a single gunshot, the guards panicked and fired wildly at the sand pile, but there was nothing there. They urgently radioed headquarters for backup, but it was too late. Another robber charged forward with a flamethrower and unleashed flames at the driver's cab. The 2 guards had no choice but to abandon the vehicle and run, but this was exactly the trap the robbers had set. After subduing the guards, the robbers immediately rushed to the armored truck, dug up spare tires they'd buried in the sand beforehand, set up a jack, lifted the vehicle, removed the damaged tire, and mounted the spare. Next, they dug up pre-buried steel plates and positioned them under the armored truck, allowing it to roll out of the sandpit along the plates. They kept laying down steel plates this way, and the armored truck slowly moved forward until it finally entered a hidden underground bunker. Afterward, they placed the steel plates over the entrance and completely covered it with sand, then called in a helicopter and used the rotor's powerful downdraft to smooth the sand surface, blending the entrance seamlessly into the desert. 10 minutes later, a large police force arrived at the scene. They quickly cordoned off the entire area and launched a comprehensive search of the desert, but after 2 full days, the police still came up empty-handed. The armored truck had seemingly vanished into thin air. They never would have guessed that what they were desperately searching for was right beneath their feet. A week passed, and they still hadn't found any trace. The police were forced to abandon the search and withdrew completely. Once the scene was entirely quiet, Jack quietly slipped into the bunker. Time was now critical. They had to transfer the cargo as quickly as possible, but to their surprise, the armored truck was built entirely of solid steel with no exterior doors, meaning it could only be opened from the inside. There had to be guards still hiding inside. To force out whoever was in there, Jack quickly came up with a plan. He had everyone put on gas masks, then pumped large amounts of toxic gas into the truck's ventilation system. As expected, the gas did its job. The guards inside were forced out. After a brief but intense struggle, with all the guards finally neutralized, they opened the armored truck. Inside the cargo hold, not only was there tens of millions in cash stacked high, but there were also hundreds of millions worth of dazzling gold,